Well, hello there, YouTube world. Ben old Chuck here. Just sitting down here this morning, thinking I'd make me a little cup of coffee. I'm going to try the little alcohol stove that my buddy Steve Winkleman gifted me. Down at the fall thing meetup, and make a cup of coffee and maybe a little breakfast. I was fortunate enough to find some hot and spicy singles and some spam with bacon singles. So I think after I get my coffee going, I'll see if I can't whip up a little sandwich. I'll show a couple things that I picked up over the weekend there. One of them, which I better get started here if I'm going to make coffee, is a little baby oil lamp that actually works, honestly. Although the lighter may not work very well. Because we all know if we're going to make coffee, we have to have a light. So there we go. Get our stove all lit up here. Add us a little water and a little more water and a little more water. And now, let's see. Another thing we're going to need is some coffee. We're going to try the Rugged Mountain Nicaraguan coffee from Alberta, Canada, that I was gifted at the fall meet as well. Boy, that is some good smelling coffee. Yes, more than enough. And we'll get that to brewing. While we're killing time waiting on that, I'll show you a couple other things I picked up. Just small things that I picked up over the weekend. A couple of them are the old Prince Albert cans. Don't know why, but I seen a whole box full of these over there at the at that store, and they were $2 a piece, but everything was half price. So I picked up a couple just for make little kits out of or something. I'm not sure what I'll do. And then of course I showed you the hot and spicy Spam and the bacon singles. And this I particularly thought was nice. It's a really old Band-Aid. 36 adhesive bandages, metal can. That I thought was kind of cute. I kind of like the old advertising things anyway, so we have that. Pick that up. And other than that, we have my waffle maker that I already broke, but I think I have a way for fixing it. I drilled the one side and put a new pin in, but I have to make I broke the ear off in the center here, so I have to affix an ear to there before I can do it. But it makes for a couple good sized waffles. Not exactly a backpack item because it weighs about 9,000 pounds, but still kind of neat. It's neat because it's old. I'm old, it's old, so that makes it kind of neat. The other thing I picked up, which I do all the time for this specific reason, is anytime I go to like a second-hand store or Salvation Army or anything like that, I always look at the women's belts. You can always find these small little belts for like 50 cents or so, and they make great little hold downs for these containers and stuff to hold the lids on. Not that I've ever had any blow apart or anything, but still nice to know. So I think when we get done, after our coffee's done, I'm going to make myself a Spam sandwich. Brought down a couple pieces of bread and some jalapenos and sweet peppers. And I have one of my cold-handled skillets. Now, I'm not sure how that will work on such a small burner. I may have to switch stoves for that, but we'll find out. That's why we test these things, to see if it will work. And if it doesn't, well, we'll try something else. Now, I have another project. My buddy James gifted me this can opener. I was into these. I was looking for these for the longest time, and when I finally found one, I couldn't figure out how to use it. And I still don't know how to use it. But we're going to try it. We're going to try to open up a can of, trying to think, poke it in there somehow. But I only see one. I can't figure out. It's going to take somebody smarter than me to figure this out. But I certainly cannot. It has to have something to do with that, and there's a notch right there which makes me believe that that would run along the can. But it doesn't seem to want to cooperate. Wait a minute. Going the wrong way the whole time. You went good for a little while there. By Jove, I think I've got it. You got percolation. It's just how long do we let it burn? I don't know how you can, of course you can regulate it with this, but I'm not sure how you would get that in there. Maybe that will work. Doesn't seem to do much except for to concentrate the heat because it's coming through a smaller orifice. I don't know. Still perking pretty hard. I'll just keep a close eyeball on it. And when she starts to get dark, I'll pour it in the cup that I don't have down here anymore. This is what usually happens. I forget something and I go to get it, and while I'm going to get it, I usually burn up whatever I'm cooking or boiling or whatever. I may have something right here in my supply thing. Let me check. My good old buddy, Calvin's Corner. Happiness is just around the corner. Came through. Has anybody tried to make one of these handles for these kits? It's going to be one of my projects this afternoon, I think. I want to try to, I have some stainless out there. I think I may try to make one or two of those. Getting some color to it. Seems like it was been perking a good while, but I do have something I'm trying. I put double filters in the basket. I put a filter in the bottom, and then I cut a smaller one to go over the coffee. I'm not that opposed to a few grounds in my coffee, but I thought I would try that and see if it makes a difference. See what she looks like on a pour. Still use a little bit more, I think. I think that should do it. doing very good at this. There. Got a nice bloom on that. Set our skillet on there. A bit of clarified butter. Breakfast has to, I mean, this meal has to be good. I guess it would be a brunch now, but it has to be good. I got a Creek Camper skillet and a Creek Camper pepper, jalapeno peppers. Also got a little onion in there and some sweet pepper. Just to be on the safe side, we'll hit it with a little bit of Mikey sauce, some Michael's Magic Marinade. Wake up, flavors. Straight from Mike's Wild World. Beginning to see the reason why there was so many kitchen accidents back in the days with those can openers. It's like opening a can of razor blades. Of course, they probably knew how to use them back in the day. Yes, very good. That little pot just makes one good cup of coffee. It says 2 cups on it, but they must use fairly like 6-ounce cups or something. Now seems like everything I have today was gifted to me. This by Cheezehead Chris. It's become my practically everyday carry anymore. Ah, yes, the dreaded canned potatoes. Scorned by many, enjoyed by few. Sit here and enjoy our coffee and let those cook up a little bit. That's the good thing about the canned potatoes. They're like partially cooked due to the canning process, so usually doesn't take long to cook them up. I like the diced ones for if I'm making a quick soup or something. I have that and some I can my own carrots and stuff the same way, so they're doesn't take a whole lot of cook time for the vegetables. If you get your meat and your broth and stuff just right and add your vegetables, doesn't take a whole lot of time to we'll come back when these are cooked up a little bit. Okay, so now we'll just reheat everything. And we got our toast about as well as we're going to get it. Not bad, not perfect, but pretty good. Spam with a nice little crust on it. Our sandwich ready. And it's lights out. I'm going to spare yous all eating this. Except for that bite. And that one. Okay, folks, that's it. We mastered the can opener. We found the limitations of the little stove. I'm sure it's worked great for the coffee. Was a little slow on the cooking, but that's a pretty big skillet for a small stove. And once we've figured out the toaster, it worked okay. I think by blocking the two opposite sides of that, it created more of a draft to pull the flames up through and onto the bread. So like I say, if you had 4 slices of bread, it would probably work well. Or make a couple little aluminum shields to go on the side when you only want to make 2 slices of bread. But came out okay. Oh, I said I wasn't going to make you watch. That's right. See you all later. Be kind to one another. Take care. See you on the next one.